This is a big pill. This is a horse pill.
It's for my gout. It has to be.
Gout?
It has to be.
Now, I've taken one half the size and my foot froze up. All right, everybody, welcome in to Out and About. We have an absolutely fantastic, funny, informative, amazing interview with Countess Luann de Lesseps coming up. But first, me and Joey have to talk about our weekends. I was in Gainesville, Florida. Joey was bottoming all over the Upper East Side. But before I do that, I need to talk to you guys about something.
This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Yes. Now, a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. It can be tough to train your brain to stay in problem-solving mode when facing a life challenge, but when you learn how to find your own solutions, there's no feeling better. There's no better feeling. A therapist can help you become a better problem solver. It can help reduce stress. It can help you reach your goals no matter how big or how small. You have been using BetterHelp. We both have been using BetterHelp.
I love it because it's therapy on my terms. So if you ever had therapy, I never actually went to in-person therapy. I've only done BetterHelp. So I know how easy it is for me, but I've heard horror stories of how, trying to find the right therapist is really hard. With BetterHelp, you're able to match with your therapist in under 48 hours. And say your first session, you're really not vibing. It's very personal with your therapist. BetterHelp makes it so easy to switch therapists, and no one has to know. You don't have to worry about saying, why'd you break up with me? We have enough breakups we're talking about in our sessions. We don't need to worry about our therapist getting mad at us.
Well, that's why it's been so good, because I don't have to listen to the breakups anymore. He's talking to Jessica. He's talking to Jessica on BetterHelp about it.
Yeah, Jessica helps me. But yeah, BetterHelp also is and a lot of people that don't live in metropolis areas like New York City that have all these specialists. If you live in a smaller town, you're not going to have every specialist at your fingertips. With BetterHelp, you get all your specialists you need, and they even have specialized LGBTQIA specialists in-house, which is great for us and all of our family members, that you can talk to someone.
Our brothers and sisters and allies.
Yeah, you can choose your genders. You can choose your LGBT. You can choose a lot of things with a therapist, and it makes it so easy, and it's much more affordable than in-person therapy.
That's very true. And like we said, I think everyone has at one point thought about doing therapy. This is your time to try it with BetterHelp. We put our word behind it. I promise you, if you try it, you're going to like it. And if you don't, switch your therapist or quit. But
we put our name on it.
They put our name on it, but we're going to give you 10% off. So when you want to be a better problem solver, therapy can help get you there. Visit BetterHelp.com/outandabout today to get 10% off the already affordable BetterHelp. That's 10% off your first month at BetterHelp.com/outandabout. Thank you to BetterHelp for the sponsorship, and we hope that we can help you guys as well. Now,
get your head right, girl.
Get your head right. I was in Florida. Old Trish was down. Let me say this about...
Speaking of therapists.
No kidding. Gainesville, Florida is a top 10 party school in the entire country. Marty's shaking his head. It was so fun. It was so crazy. I was at Pike. I was at Pi Kappa Phi. I was at SAE. There were boys with their shirts off.
Oh.
There were girls with their shirts off.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. It was the most fun. They got stomped by LSU. I know, Marty. Jerry slid into my goddamn DM. She goes,
did.
ew, you laugh. So I had to block her. I'm sorry, Jerry. But it was so fun. You would have loved it, but I think it might have been a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
I met many lifelong friends. Shout out to Spoon. Shout out to Sam. Shout out to Maresh, who wasn't there, but he was there in spirit. It was the most fun I've ever had.
How many meth heads did you run into?
Well, we went out the first night and I knew I was getting ahead of myself. I go, take it easy. You got to be up for the game tomorrow.
Math.
I could barely get out of bed by 4 p.m. We were out until 4 a.m.
You were ordering Chick-fil-A at 2 p.m. So that means you didn't even wake up until probably 2.
It was brutal, but it was me, Glennie Balls. Me and Glennie do a annual trip together. This is our 4th year running. Next year will be our 5th. We've done many different schools. Gainesville is my Vegas.
Really?
Gainesville is my Vegas.
It's that astute?
It's
esteemed?
It is. Shout out to Carlos, owner of Fat Daddy's, the Reptile.
I've been there.
Shout out to the Swamp Bar. Shout out to High Noon. I might move down there. And I might do another undergraduate degree.
That's where all my friends went to college.
Leah went there. Yeah.
And her husband went there.
You've never been?
No.
Well, the whole time I was thinking how fun it would have been to have Joey go.
I'll go to Epstein Island over there. It's right. Isn't it right in West Palm?
No.
Oh,
You would have sweat your fucking ass off.
Yes,
and the party,
it gets bad.
Everyone was wet. We were looking around. I was like, why is everyone soaked?
Ugh.
And they got kids. They're putting them up. They're doing a dunk shot where they dunk their head in, and they had Zah slapping people in the face. But it was so fun. I'm gonna go back. Maybe that's our first episode of Working Girls. We work. We're working mothers at the frat house. Cooks.
House mothers.
House mothers.
I've been playing house. I played house mom this weekend myself. I know
you did.
I have a kid in college now, so I have to make sure that I have all their books and school supplies. No, I'm able to buy used textbooks online.
So we have a new sponsor today. It's the campus library.
So they didn't win. Did you see the Texas game? Not Texas game, the Alabama game where they carried the the fucking goalposts into the river.
Yeah, that's where.
Tennessee.
Guess who was at that game?
Your mother.
Squirrel.
That's how they got the energy to carry that thing up. Now, how did they get? Did they sit? Did they all climb on it so it bent and fell over, or did they?
You just jump on it, and then more people jump, and the whole thing goes down.
Oh, so it came down. So that's where they carried. And they carried it all the way to the lake. They tried to get into a bar with it, and they couldn't.
Into a bar with the uprights?
Yeah, I learned a new term yesterday about football.
What?
Oh, I know what it is. It's a belt. Someone they throw when there's a fumble, they throw a little blue beanbag belt onto the ground.
A flag?
Oh, yeah.
It's not a flag. It's a little belt. It's a beanbag.
Yeah.
It's a beanbag belt.
What's it called?
I don't know, but like, yeah, I know what you're
I thought someone dropped something from their outfit. And I was like, it's like, hey, what is that?
Why are you into sports so much all of a sudden? I'm a little.
Well, I work at a place called Barstool Sports. It's kind of my job to
you
know
need to get the tree out of here and the sports in.
I actually enjoy now that I have a lot of my friends watching. Until this year, I never really paid attention to what was going on and like what is happening. And now I'm learning about
fun.
it. It is well. Also, I've been gambling. I'm on the Barstool Sportsbook app.
Responsibly gambling on the Barstool Sportsbook.
Gambling on the Barstool Sportsbook app. Download it now. It makes. That's why I was like, for years I was like, why do guys get so fucking riled up? They're screaming, banging things on the ground.
Well, you were
jumping out of their
you were in the
seats.
kitchen in an apron going, more nuggets, dear.
Yeah, here's your dino nuggets. But like the screaming out of their seats and they get so jacked. I said, I understand sports are exciting. Like how can it be that exciting?
When you have money on
when
it,
there's
changes
thousands
the whole game.
of dollars on this thing, and you can bet everything from $5 up to billions of dollars to make whatever you want. But it makes it so much. Even if you do a little bit, I find the games are so much more enjoyable. I just put a little here, a little there, and it's really fun to watch.
You know what was the best part, the funniest part about the Gainesville trip, speaking of college football, was all these people reach out to be like, come party with us. Yeah. And so Glennie goes, our ride is coming to pick us up to go to Pi Kappa Phi at 4 p.m. I go, who's our ride? He goes, pledges. So these fucking
was it a pickup truck with a pool in the back?
There was 19-year-old kids show up in suits at the Holiday Inn. My hungover ass stumbles out. They take the door. They go, hi, what's going on? I'm Greg. I was like, oh, hi, I'm Pat. They open the door for us and we're talking on the way there. It was so nice because there's not a thought going through any of these kids' head. There's no like worry about the future. They're just in the moment. I was like, oh, what's your guys' frat's reputation? He goes, we're just kind of the tall, goofy frat. I was like, okay, I don't know what that means.
Were those a hot
They've been up all night setting the tailgate up. Like,
they made a hut in their backyard the night before. The pledges had to from midnight to 7 a.m. They built a DJ stand, wood. They're there fucking sawing, but it was so hilarious.
Were you in a frat?
God no, I was afraid of the frats. Frats was just when I was in school. It was you never went to the frats because it was an automatic fight. Really? Every time at UMass. And if you went to the frats and you were a guy, you had to go with girls. And in order to get in, the girls had to show their boobs, which they would all do. So you walk up to the door, they show their boobs, everyone goes in, and then it's just the guys like look at each other, and it's a fight every time. It wasn't fun at all. It was terrifying. I was a closeted. It was the worst.
Can I give it something about a fight?
Yes.
It's a bad day. It's a sad day yesterday.
Bad day set. You shit your pants like Jersey?
No.
Oh.
But my dear friend, what's her name?
Who?
Oh, Grace O'Malley. Yeah. Her opponent is not the same weight as her, so she had to drop out. So she's looking for an opponent to fight in Rough and Rowdy.
Ladies,
so if you're weighed the same as Grace O'Malley, you can fight her. The other one was out of the weight class. She was supposed to fight some TikToker or some YouTuber.
I fell into a similar situation with Mr. Beers. Dave was all about it, and Dana needs to lose 400 pounds in order to be in my weight class, and I have to gain 10.
So yeah, if you want to fight her in Rough and Rowdy and you think you're in the same weight class, slide in your DMs, and so she can find a fix. I'm going to go to the game, and if she's not going to the game, I'm not going.
The game?
You know, the fighter.
Oh, we're going in Providence. That's where it's at. It's December 9th.
You're not fighting though. We're just going to hang out.
We're going to fight. We're going to be part of the broadcast.
The telecast.
December 9th.
That's quite a transition from West Virginia to Providence.
Well, I'm hoping West Virginia, the rules are a little more like lenient in terms of the boxing commission, in terms of the governing body of boxing. So they allow a bigger discrepancy between the weight. Yeah. So maybe Dana and I can do it there in the spring, but he's on a beer drinking tour right now. So
West
him
Virginia
losing
was
weight
fun, but
not happening.
There's no airport there. I had to fly into like Tennessee. I had to fly in somewhere Kentucky.
You flew into Knoxville, didn't you?
Kentucky, and then you had to drive 5 hours. It was horrible.
Did you get any good meth while you were there, dear?
No, but it was the fentanyl capital of the world, and I did buy drugs in the bathroom from a stranger.
That's the most dangerous fucking. I remember you said this, and you sent a picture of the girl. She had no teeth.
Yeah, what was that guy? What was that scandal? Some guy who was on fentanyl and he died, and they said, It wasn't fenced.
Okay, no, not going there. Oh, shout out to the Man Mafia. I was eating in the Jacksonville airport on Tuesday, and this woman came up to me. She said, we got her through her maternity leave. And it was like her and her husband, the cutest little baby. If she's watching, I don't remember your name, but it was very nice that you said hi. That was a very
Was her husband hot?
Lovely moment. He was. He's a big fan of everything Barstool, and then she's there, and I loved her. I loved her to death. So while Joey's doing his makeup, I want to talk to you guys about another sponsor that's
Luann de Lesseps.
All right, I want to talk to you guys about HelloFresh. HelloFresh, it's America's #1 meal kit, and it's America's #1 meal kit in both Joey and I's hearts. We've been using them for many years. Joey says he knows the whole ad by heart, so we're going to let him go ahead and take this one away. The clock starts now in under 60 seconds. Joe.
BetterHelp. Sorry.
Fumble. HelloFresh. Listen.
HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit server. That's for a reason. If you don't have time to go to the grocery store and you don't want to have to lug them around in the city and drag them up the stairs, you can get pre-portioned ingredients shipped to your door.
Yes.
For an affordable price, and meals come. You can.
Okay, let me pick up the slack.
No, I know what to say. You get pre-portioned ingredients. So all you have to do is prep, cook, and serve. And most meals are in the table on under 20 minutes. And they have everything, every kind of meal, whether you're vegetarian, whether you're doing Calorie Smart, whether you're doing craft burgers or all their fall meals. They have something for everyone. And it makes it so easy to switch every week from week to week, no matter if you want to add a protein to something or add more vegetable or add a side. You're able to customize it on your terms. And now they're even doing groceries. So if you don't have time to go to the grocery store, you can get your groceries delivered right from HelloFresh. It's fresh, it's healthy, and it gets dinner on the table. You don't have to be a chef to do it. And it makes you feel like a chef. And it's so simple to put the recipes together, and everything is done for you, so it's super easy.
That's the best part. It's a meal kit, but really it's a life changer. Even if you don't cook, you get this brought to the house. You feel like a cook, you feel healthy, and you save money. So go to HelloFresh.com/OutAndAbout65 and use code OutAndAbout65 for 65% off plus free shipping. That's code OutAndAbout65 at HelloFresh.com /OutAndAbout65.
3 free gifts or no?
No 3 free gifts. You have the gift of health, the gift of food, and the gift of gout. You won't have the gift of gout, not through HelloFresh, but you just took a gout pill.
I just took a gout pill, and I'm using a bronzer.
4? You expecting company, dear?
Yeah, I'm expecting Luann de Lesseps, the most chicest woman in New York. Oh, can I talk about something before she goes over here?
Of course.
So BravoCon just happened.
How was that?
Oh, it was I didn't go. I got invited. Thank God I didn't go. It was everyone's calling the New Fire Festival. It was a shit show.
But in
people were
terms
getting
of just
stampeded.
not organized?
Not organized. People were like, there's videos, look on TikTok about
Really?
BravoCon. People were like, at the booths, there was like no organization. And like people were like getting promised to be let in with a certain bracelet, and they weren't let in from the bracelet. The bracelet did nothing. People were like stampeding to get into like the panels. People were getting stampeded and dipping under the lines and cutting and fist fighting to get to the things. All the people,
Is that true?
Yes. And the
Fact check.
all the people.
There was a fist fight?
Yeah. Kenya Moore was like late to her, like 2 hours late to show up to her book signing, whatever she was signing. And there was like fights in the audience.
So let me get this straight. The Housewives show up. I've been to BravoCon, but not like this.
It's all
and they
different.
sit at a booth, and then fans can go walk up to the booths.
It's kind of like DragCon, yeah. They can
I love drag.
Oh, I'm looking at a fight.
They
I
can
see
sell
one on Twitter.
They can sell their merch.
Send it to
They can
me.
sell their merch. They can do pictures. They can do whatever they want. But there's
okay.
also events throughout the whole thing. And they invite you to all these events. So there's like panels, different panels, and Andy does his Legends Ball, and it's different shows and panels and things like that. But there's sometimes, and it's also all the Housewives are like doing all their things, and all the other Bravo celebrities. But anyway, it was so well unorganized, but it was the biggest turnout. They're saying that's why it was like so messy, because they couldn't.
It's probably
control
overwhelming. They weren't ready for it.
They couldn't control it. They were all staying at the Gansevoort downtown. A bunch of friends of mine were there, like hanging out at like the thing, and there was fist fights, and it was just like Real Housewives all over in the lobby. There was people throwing glasses at the Gorgas. Some lady Jen that works on that show was throwing glasses at the Gorgas. But the good thing that came out of it was Luann was there, and she is a beacon of class, and she got to announce her new show. So the new Housewives have been revealed, and I'm so excited. I'll get to that in a second. But the new Housewives of New York have been completely revamped with a whole new cast. So everyone's saying they're missing something, but we're not going to get it from our old Housewives. We're getting with the new Housewives. Old Housewives is Luann and Sonia are getting their own spinoff show. They're going on the road.
That's going to be so great. We talked about it a little bit on our interview coming up. One of the things I liked about the Luann interview was, like Joey mentioned, she's a beacon of class, and she's a beacon of style. So we had some people from the office come in here to step their pussy up, step their wardrobe up, and step their look up with the help of Luann. We had 3 lovely young ladies. That was a very fun segment we did. I think we just get to the interview right now, right?
Let's do it.
All right, here is Luann de Lesseps. All right, we are here with our white whale. We have been looking forward to this. Like, for so long, we tried to have Countess Luann on, and then something happened with our scheduling. There was a Zoom issue. Anyways, you're here right now. We're thrilled you're here. Thank you so much for coming on.
Well, thank you for having me. This is exciting. I heard it's a very big podcast.
It's a very big podcast. I wore my button-up shirt today. I looked like a slob earlier. We were going to wear gowns and statement jewelry, but we decided against it.
Yeah, I did put on a little bit of an eye.
Yeah, she put on concealer. She has concealer on. I have a full beat on. I use highlighter. I use Christian Dior highlighter.
Nice.
You can smell money though on my face, can't you?
Yes, I can.
That's part of being a countess. It's just her sixth sense. She can smell luxury.
Well, money can't buy a class, but it can buy a concealer.
That's right.
We're in. We're 3 minutes in. We didn't even have to pry for the line. It just happened right
got
away.
our clips here. You're free to go.
You're free to go. The check has cashed. Your outfit looks incredible.
Thank you.
So
this is
chic.
New York vintage. A girlfriend of mine downtown. She has all the most fabulous vintage clothing, and normally I don't wear a lot of vintage because it usually kind of smells. But
Yeah.
but she's got the best vintage clothes. She just got Valentino's collection, so very high end. Dresses a lot of celebrities. So
Fun.
I smell a shopping trip for Joey.
You know I love custom vintage couture. We're gonna go into we're gonna do a fashion segment later with you because you're so glamorous.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, we're gonna bring in some of the girls from the office, and you're gonna help critique their outfits and kind of up their look a little bit. But we'll do that. It's very fun, lighthearted.
Fun.
Okay, fun.
We'll do that in a little bit. But tell me what's going on with you. Countess Cabaret is
Countess
off and
Cabaret.
kicking.
Yeah, I have a Christmas show coming up. I'm going to be doing Chicago 3rd and 4th.
Yes. Atlanta.
Atlanta. Do we have the name of the theater in Chicago? I guess we
the
don't.
Chicago theater is
Park West.
It's Park West.
Yeah, Park West. The Atlanta. Then you have Tampa, LA.
Yes.
Paramount,
This is all from memory. I didn't write this
Paramount,
down.
Long Island.
So,
Good for you. I love it.
Paramount and Terrytown. Very exciting.
So a lot of Christmas shows coming up. I'm, super excited to get back on tour.
Yeah.
I did LA, but I did another version of my show, and now I'm doing a Christmas show.
Well, I was lucky enough to see you at the Carlisle a few years ago, which I think was so chic and so fun.
Or at 54 Below.
Is that where it was?
Yes.
Oh,
You got to
sorry.
stay close
That's where it
on
was.
these things.
Carlisle. Oh, sorry.
Were you at the Carlisle? No.
I haven't played the Carlisle only because 54 Below is kind of my home.
Yeah. That's where it was.
And
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that room is just so perfect for my kind of show. With the red velvet and it's super comfortable.
It's very
and
decadent. I drank
Very decadent.
sexy martinis all night. It was all brown liquor, Manhattans, and
That's bad news for you,
old-fashions
brown
and
liquor.
martinis. It was very chic. What can we expect with the new show, the new holiday version of Luann?
Well, it's the holidays, so I'm going to be performing "What Do I Want for Christmas?" Just you, and I have video packages. I sing my favorite, Christmas music. I kind of take, traditional songs and kind of turn them on their heads a bit.
I love it.
And make it my own. So I do a Q&A with the audience.
That's fun.
So it's very immersive and interactive and a lot of fun. It's a great way to celebrate the holidays.
Yeah, it's a great way to get a new fan base as well. Of course, everyone knows you from Real Housewives in New York, but it's also the cabaret shows that have been so successful, and it's just a fun time out. So the girls are bringing friends of theirs, the girls are bringing their husbands, and then it's wearing out. And it's just you're just so elegant and effortless on stage. It's just like it transcends happiness and sexiness and class. It's
Thanks.
fun.
It's it's a good time. I love what I'm doing, and I love live performing, and I love interacting with the fans. So it's great fun to be able to do this show. God knows Housewives of New York hasn't been around for a bit, so this has been kind of keeping me busy. And that, and I have a new show that's coming out with Sonia.
Oh,
Sonia and I
power duo.
are super excited. It's kind of like Laverne and Shirley meets Thelma and Louise meets the Odd
Working
Couple.
Girls.
Yes.
Meets the Odd Couple. So it's a comedy. It's a half an hour show. It's going to be out on Bravo.
How funny.
Yeah.
It's a scripted?
It's unscripted. It's reality.
How fun.
Love it. How is it?
So people have been talking about it as a simple life, but it's really not quite that. It's,
you're not moving
I
to a
like
farm.
so much more because we're really, helping the community in which we've been, dropped into. And we have a lot of fun along the way. And there's a lot of comedy and it's very heartfelt.
Yeah.
And beautiful.
The dynamic there is so amazing because both of you can be dropped in any situation, as we've seen over the years on all the shows and all the television you've done. You guys can be dropped into something very lowbrow, something very highbrow, something very dramatic, something very sad, and you always find a way to get kind of like, first of all, just kind of meld into the environment
and find the humor
and just find humor and have that kind of cute, fun one-liner and thing like that. But the both of you always have that same thing where a lot of the other girls were like distracted and kind of frazzled and everything. You guys just always keep your cool, and it's always just kind of fit in any environment.
It's probably got to be nice too to have no drama on a show, like a show that's truly like funny and lighthearted and fun. You don't have to deal with all like the crap. Like how was Girls Trip?
Well, Girls Trip was great for me because I really got along with all the women. I didn't know what to expect, especially from like. I didn't know Kyle really well. And I got to know her really well, who's really funny and very kind of down to earth. I didn't expect that. I kind of expected a more fussy, kind of spoiled kind of girl, and she was everything but that. And then Kenya, everybody's like, oh, she's going to throw shade. You got to be careful, Kenya. Yeah. And I found her to be a pussycat. I don't know if Ramona would say the same thing, but I enjoyed it, and I thought it was really cool to have the fourth wall kind of broken down.
Yeah, it was
and
fun.
Actually talk about what it's like to be a housewife and all that stuff. So I thought it was, a great trip. Visually, it was gorgeous.
Oh, it was stunning.
Yeah,
And
they spent a
everyone-
lot of money on that show, and I think it was like the first out of the gate for Peacock. So
it was fun to see kind of another element. It was, I almost compared it to like seeing a teacher outside of school, like seeing your favorite housewives.
That's exactly
in
it.
a different environment, mingling together. It's like, oh my God.
With people you don't have a history with necessarily.
Exactly. And I know Cynthia, Teresa was great. She and I hung out quite a bit. She's fun. Got to know her a lot better. And
did you go to the wedding?
I did not. I was actually filming this new show.
Okay, I was gonna say
I want to see what the hair was like.
Yeah,
in
we want
person.
to hoping for some cell phone footage of the hair is what we were really hoping
I think
for.
you've seen enough cell phone footage of the hair.
Yes,
to last us a lifetime.
And you had a buddy. You had a franchise buddy with you because you had Ramona with you, and I think everyone was except for. Beverly Hills, Kyle. No one had like a buddy with them. Did you feel like? And I think in most situations, did you feel like you had to kind of go in and be like. The voice for Ramona's wildness and like her craziness, like oh, don't be offended.
Yeah, good cop, bad cop, almost.
I think everyone
be
had
cool.
That
don't be like all uncool.
We'll get to your iconic phrases.
But anyway, she
stole the bedroom.
She stole the bedroom. She started off by calling Kenya a bitch, which is probably not a good idea.
Not even there yet.
She was so messy in the very beginning. And I just felt like everybody was like, she at one point, Ramona said, our show like put you guys on the map. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, this is not going to go well.
Right.
And it just, spiraled out of control after that. And then, of course she had to have the best room.
Yeah.
And everybody just loved that,
That would have been you, Joey, by the way.
Yeah.
He would have been the one to scope out the map. We had a house on.
Well, they call me
Jersey.
Nana, and I'm the oldest one. I'm like almost 10 to 20 years older than all these people that work here. Yeah. So they call me Nana around here. So I'm the oldest one. I should have the large room.
The elder stateswoman.
I have osteoporosis. And then she also went on she did a dinner the first night with that guy that she was sleeping with.
Oh my God.
So
the one who owned the restaurant.
Yeah. But even all through that, like you still
John,
yeah. You always just like you always just play you always just are cool. You just be cool.
I was having fun with Ramona that night.
Yeah.
It was like I was flirting with John
to
see if I could get
a reaction out of her. That's so good.
It was so good. I was having so much fun with that. Overall, it was a great trip. I feel like, it set the pace for the next shows to come. Right. Because I think the show after ours was Hernandez, right? And it's like, it was a totally different feeling. Like, first of all, we were all cast members that are currently on the shows. And then
this is the Ex-Wives Club.
was kind of like Ex-Wives Club. Yeah, it was a lot of work for her. I mean, we filmed in, a location where it didn't belong to any of us. It was just this fabulous house.
Yeah.
And then here, Dorinda had to have all these women. And I feel like that was a lot of work for her,
Yeah. I've been to Bluestone Manor before. I used to do Dorinda's makeup makeup for a while.
Oh, you
Yeah,
did?
so we met a few times, but like at the reunions and things like that.
Oh my God! Well, the reunions
I go
so
up and down my
crazy.
weight very, very frequently. So.
He's a serial dieter, dear.
Yeah, I
You
could
may
have
not
been
notice.
very thin or very heavy by that point. Who knows?
Are you still doing makeup now?
I still do makeup, here and there on the side.
fun.
But yeah, now I'm just enjoying this, doing comedy. And
All the girls walk by his desk all day and ask him to do makeup,
Yeah,
and he
they're like, I'm doing-
reluctantly agrees. He's like, I should be charging for this, by the way.
Yes.
But they all get glammed up. The girls
yeah, I
have never
was
looked better
cutting
in the
Sandra's
office.
hair yesterday, and all these hot guys from Southern Charm walk in. I'm like, and she's like, has wet hair, and I'm kind of.
And one of them we passed on from the show. It was Paige DeSorbo's boyfriend.
Yeah,
he was
we
like, I
didn't
want
know.
to come on. We were like, you should. He's like, oh, you passed. We were like, okay.
Speaking of Bravo, BravoCon's coming up this week. Oh, that came up, has happened.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
Bravo.
was it?
Did I gotta ask you a question before we get off the Housewives
Oh,
stuff. Kathy Hilton,
Yes.
Lisa Rinna.
Mm-hmm.
How do we feel about that situation and the drama that is occurring?
Well, I am not caught up on the reunion. I didn't really see are you talking about the tequila problem or
Just all of it.
All
in
of it.
general. I mean, Lisa, she's saying things that other people are saying isn't true. Is she stirring drama? Kathy says you're coming after me just to create job security for yourself. Most people seem to be siding with Kathy. I know
Right.
you and Lisa, you're both OGs in a sense. I didn't know if you had any loyalty there to her or if you're kind of trying to stay out.
Lisa's a friend, and
Right.
she was actually in my Giovanni music video. And so, when it comes to these franchises and shows, I've got enough to deal with on my own.
Right.
Never mind dipping my toe into what's going on in Beverly Hills. I feel like, though, in all fairness, like if we go back to that situation where Kathy wanted her to drink her tequila, listen, I'm going to taste your tequila, but then I'm going to move on and drink whatever tequila that I want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like that was kind of an unfair poke at her. And, she cracks me up, though, Kathy, walking in her slippers. She
she's so funny.
travels in her hotel slippers at airports. Kyle's like, I'm so embarrassed by you. I get it.
Very
I mean,
aloof. It's funny.
she's
like,
aloof
lady,
or
she's
on
a lady to
Xanax. I'm
this.
not quite sure what it is, but
I'm both.
so I just feel like, there's always a lot of drama when you have big personalities like that.
Yeah.
Lisa's a big personality. Kathy certainly is. And, do I take sides? Not really. Like I said,
It's kind of the
show.
DNA behind the
Yeah.
whole of the housewives in the show. There has to be a little bit of controversy and drama,
Right.
So I think they're kind of playing into the part. But
Right. Well, Lisa's she's no angel and no pushover, and and she loves her drama too. So.
self-proclaimed nightmare on social media. That's her.
Now I
name,
heard
like
that
to
she
say.
was leaving the show. Is that true?
Oh, Lisa Rinna.
Right.
I feel like I don't know. I mean, she could be. I mean, who those are big shoes to fill. If she leaves,
Right.
who fills in? Is there anyone waiting in the wings that you would like to see if someone left that franchise, maybe fill in? Anyone you can think of off the top of your head?
Not.
No, I don't
Not
know.
I was hoping
really.
you would say Joey Camus or myself.
No, I thought that someone from Orange County was trying to go down to over to Beverly Hills.
Who was
It's
that?
not that far.
Yeah.
It's a quick drive. It's a
Quick drive over. I
Vicky
mean,
Gumbelson would be a fun shake-up over there.
Oh my God, how incredible would that be?
I have a couple questions.
This is Marty,
for
our
you.
producer.
Yeah, hi, I'm Marty.
Hi, Marty.
My girlfriend's friends sent me several questions for you. They're huge fans. I'm not the most familiar. I'm not your target audience,
Right.
but I have a few questions that I would like to ask. And if they're too much, just like tell me to
he's
fuck
got a
off.
girlfriend.
But I'm just gonna go for it. Did you sleep with the pirate or not?
Oh my God! I can't
pirate?
believe people are still asking me this question. No,
No. Okay.
I partied with the pirate though.
Gotcha. When you fell into the bush, did you know how iconic it was at the time?
No idea.
No. Do you ever talk to the Count?
Of course, we have
course.
2 children. Yeah.
Okay. And I was also told to ask about Keith Hernandez, and that's my final one.
Who's Keith Hernandez?
Oh, I used to date Keith Hernandez. He was a Mets player.
Yeah.
Oh.
Back in the day.
Handsome mustache. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was
Oh, yeah.
really hot, and I was 23 years old, living in New York as a model, and I randomly met him out somewhere, and we started dating, and we'd be walking down the street, and people were like, "Oh my God, can I have your picture?" And I was like, "Oh, you're famous." No clue. No clue.
It's when the
'cause I
Mets
don't
were good,
watch-
too,
I don't
right?
watch sports, right? So
you thought you put it on the little,
I had no idea
league for the deli around the corner.
Right? I had no idea. I should probably have hung on to that one, but then I wouldn't have children with the Count. So there you go.
Yeah. Well, no, yeah. Do you have a team loyalty now still to the Mets because you slept with them?
No.
I base
course
my
not,
sports
Joey.
things on the colors of the outfits. Like I love the Yankees because navy and white is chic and nautical and it goes with my aesthetic. Like Mets and orange is way too right for my.
Right. So there you go. So
hideous color
aesthetically, you like the teams because of their color
Wouldn't you?
palettes. Probably.
You probably like them because you can own them or something.
Yeah.
I just like them.
That would be better.
Luann, we mentioned earlier we consider you a fashion icon. And we have some people around the office. It's a very casual dressed office. People don't dress up. So some of the girls here heard that you were coming in.
So it's not dress down Friday yet?
It's not. No. This is
It's always
dress.
dressed on Friday.
every-
I was saying that, like, you're such an, you had your book, many years ago about how to live elegantly and classy, and of course your song that's swept the nation, "Money Can't Buy a Class." So we know you're a very classy woman. And I just took an observation recently, like the women that now, the girls now are so beautiful and so have such beautiful figures, and they're dressing very baggy clothes, like the stuff.
You're talking in general, like Gen Z and all this shit. Yeah,
Gen Zers. They're wearing these big, like, skater boy pants and like oversized flannels and sneakers that have white shoelaces. I mean, this is Sandra. Stand up. She has the most beautiful figure.
It's
stand
stunning.
up, and she's open it up.
Oh.
And
yeah.
What we're trying to say
you
is,
wouldn't see that. She goes, "I'm coming to work," but even so, she's stunning no matter what. But the girls nowadays are dressing very baggy, thing like that. Like, I know, like what my aesthetic would be is just a little bit more form fitting or just a little bit more elegant or something. No.
So we're gonna bring in 3 girls from the office, and then you kind of give them advice on how they would step their fashion game up.
Okay.
Does that sound good for you?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, let's bring them in. Okay, guys, really quick, I want to talk to you about Dave.com. If you're living paycheck to paycheck or struggling to make ends meet, it can be really stressful when unexpected expenses come up. Now, Dave can help you get out of a pinch when you really need it. Dave is the banking app that can help you get up to $500 instantly with extra cash. That's more money to fill your tank, buy a wedding gift, or catch up on bills. You can finally tackle those expenses that have been stressing you out without any hangups. And the best part, there's no interest and no credit check needed. Millions of people have already downloaded the Dave app to get the financial relief they need with extra cash. So if you're in a pinch and need some extra help, download Dave and think of it as a helping hand from the future you. Download the Dave app from the Dave store right now. That's DAVE. Sign up for the extra cash account and get up to $500 instantly. For terms and conditions, go to dave.com/legal. Instant transfer fees apply. Banking provided by Evolve. Member FDIC. And now back to our interview with the Countess Luann. So here we have Caroline Banowitz right there. Stop. We have Devin, and we have our lovely young lady Dukes.
Hi.
So this is Countess Luann. She's a fashion icon. She's a celebrity. She's a cabaret singer. She's an everything. She's our everything. She's our white whale. So we chose you guys today because we want to give you a little bit of fashion help. I know you asked for the fashion help. So this is not us bullying.
No, not bullying. I'm bullying.
They had asked. So I think, Luann, right off the bat, why don't we start with Caroline? Why don't we tell us what you like, what you don't like?
Oh,
Caroline's a model.
So gorgeous.
She's a published model.
She's so gorgeous.
Published model, and
How
she's
tall
also
are
a
you?
singer. She's also
5'11".
You are?
Yeah.
Wow.
she does cabaret singing as well, don't you?
Yeah.
Awesome.
We should go see her show together.
Long, tall, and got it all. So what kind of music do you do in your show?
I think we're talking about
Cabaret?
your show.
No, your show.
You should tell her how you sing. Plug
okay,
yourself.
So I do like musical. Yeah. I do musical comedy. And so like
And the mic.
Oh, into the mic. Oh. Excuse me.
Yeah, you're tall. So there you go.
Just want to make sure the camera's got me.
Okay.
So I do musical comedy. And a lot of it's like, I'm a little extra. So it's a lot of it's like just aggressive, trying to be Alphaba on Broadway, but with songs about like dick pics and labias. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
classy.
yes.
Very much, yes. There's not as much body paint as Alphaba, but maybe.
So what do you wear for your shows?
Okay, so I'm
sorry.
a big baggy pants girl.
I've heard that's like
That's the thing.
I'm a big baggy pants girl and a tiny little top.
Yeah.
So big pants, little tiny top on, and then always sneakers.
Right. And so do you ever wear a hat with that? Like to top it off?
I'm not a hat
You're not a
person.
hat person?
No.
Because I feel like with baggy bottoms and like a tiny top, you need
I completely
Yeah.
agree.
something
Very
to go
Aaliyah.
on. Yeah,
But
exactly.
I don't know. Something about hats. It's like cuts off a little bit of periph.
Well, you're tall, so everything's going to look good on you.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Right?
You guys probably
Do
share
you wear
clothes.
heels?
Yeah, if I'm wearing a dress, you got to wear heels.
Oh, good.
100%.
I'm not a virgin.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
But
and
yeah,
I
so
feel
it's
like
what
everything's going to look good on you because you're so tall, right? I mean,
Yeah.
and you have a great figure. So those tiny tops.
So
But why
why-
are you wearing this big baggy t-shirt?
I don't know. It's like a safety thing. It's more psychological
No.
than looks.
Like Billie Eyelash.
Yeah, eyelash.
Is that her name?
Like if I'm at work, I just feel something like about like a big sweatshirt or something makes me feel.
I know,
Secure.
but if you come over here, we can like make this look hot. Right?
oh, come on.
Exciting.
All right, get over
Come
here.
on.
Oh my God! Right. So, is that, oh my
Steps on the
God.
dog.
Imagine.
So let's
Okay.
do a little bit of this action.
Love.
Could be cool, so that you just make that, and then I would do this and lift it up because you have
Ooh.
such a cute little waist.
Remember
Yes.
the
Right.
ties back in the 80s?
That's
Like,
my bunny
the
tails.
circle with the...
You could just do one of these.
Okay.
And that's a
Ready?
period.
What?
Right? You see how she looks so much better.
This is like a
now.
makeover in a movie. You took off my
Yeah,
glasses.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So now look at that. Look how.
Are you
cute-
kidding
how much
me?
cuter that looks.
Already.
Are
See?
all the gay people watching this now straight?
Yeah.
And a big statement necklace, and she's good.
Ooh, okay.
Exactly.
Love it.
I'm beautiful now.
Yeah, you're beautiful. Now.
I love it. You've been Luannified. You look fantastic.
Gorgeous.
Now, up next, we have Devin. Devin runs social for a lot of our accounts.
And she
Again,
also
a
runs laps
stunning
with her-
figure.
Oh my
And she-
God!
and
Everybody's
she-
got such a stunning figure.
And she
in
runs
here.
laps, like Joey just said, around
Did
the
you
office
just come
outside.
from Zumba?
No, but
Okay.
I'm going to Pilates afterwards.
So that's why you're wearing
Oh, you're
sportswear
going
to
to
work.
Pilates after, so you don't normally dress in Nike for work.
No, I mean,
No.
This isn't just
I mean-
everyday, dear.
I think everybody upstairs, like the social team, we're not on camera.
Right.
So we don't care as much.
Right, I know, but it's really not about. I dress to make myself feel good, right? It's really
Yes.
not impressing other people, although it's nice to impress other people. So you've got
This is her
black
on a night out.
Oh,
Yeah, well, I mean,
Wow.
hello.
wow!
It's not Bella Hadid. That's actually Devin Hadid.
Wow,
She's the bratty little sister that no one talks about.
God, you have such a rocking hot body.
That's right.
No.
I mean, this is but normally you do wear baggy
Yeah.
clothes.
She's
too.
normally in a sweatsuit,
I
a matching
in the
sweatsuit.
office, I like covered up a little bit. Today I didn't. I dressed down this whole week. I've been dressing down a bit.
It was her theme.
I've been dressing up though. Now that I'm working for Erica, I feel like you can't.
Yeah.
Erica's
So-
our CEO.
Or
Okay,
she,
so I have some tips, advice for you
Okay,
now. Do you want to
tell
come
me.
over here?
Yes. Oh my
Step
God.
into the
we do
Luann.
that
Tell us in the
again?
studio, Mama.
All right, so what do I have on? Oh, I just have a little tank top on.
Woo!
See,
Take it
we
off,
take that
Lou.
off. Look, and we add a sequin
surprise.
jacket with a pair of heels. We've already dressed up your daytime
And she popped the collar.
look, right? Pop the collar up. There you go. And it just dresses up your leggings. And if you had some heels on that you had to throw on for a meeting,
Yes.
you could hide your sneakers for the gym later. And you look like $1 million.
From desk to diva.
Yeah.
From death to diva.
Now, of course, the Nike logo is a dead giveaway. So, you might want to play down the Nike logo when you're trying to, go from day to night with this look. But you could wear something in black in the office, put a little blazer on, and then whip it off like Superman and just go right to your class.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yes, I love it.
I do.
I tried to keep the jacket. You mind if I wear it all
I
day,
love
dear?
you, but you can't keep the secret jacket. It is Valentino. No, it's Dries von Noten.
Oh, a German
Even better.
slang.
Yes.
A German queen.
German queen.
Now, speaking of queens, we have the biggest queen of all coming up next.
Now, she's early on in her transition.
This is a man who's often mistaken for a lady. This is Kevin McDougal, aka Dukes. Now, Dukes,
Has a tattoo on his ass that says Viva.
yeah, he has a tattoo on his ass that says Saturdays are for the boys, and he is also a perennially casual guy. Sweatpants. He's got the Nikes with the high socks. He has the lacrosse tee, and he's got a great head of hair. So I would love to see him with the hat off, but I'm
Can we
curious to
take the
see
hat
your
off?
thoughts.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, I'm always about the hats off in the office.
Yes, and then
yeah,
church.
that means you.
yes. You go. No, you can go back on.
I pulled my hair today.
All right.
Wow.
Well, you have such great hair.
I like my hair. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
you
the
got,
one redeeming quality with my eyebrows. I feel like.
yeah, you
Yeah.
got good brows too. The face is really about all about the brows. And, as the girls know, a little bit of, zhuzhing with the brows is always good. Do you have a little mustache going there?
I don't know. My girlfriend
It's
told me
kind
to
of a
grow it
mu-
out a little bit.
That's melasma, dear.
Yeah.
She has.
That's pubes on my face.
I feel like it could go
Hormones are
either
off.
way.
Alopecia is preventing it.
What do you think about rugby shirts? Are those back in style, or should we leave those back in like
I
the
think we should
Abercrombie
leave
days?
back in the Abercrombie days.
What's a rugby shirt?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like a polo with a white collar.
Flip it out.
Yeah. I see it coming a comeback though. You probably wear rugby shirts.
I don't, but I have seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the patches on the elbows.
Kind of.
Yeah. They're striped. Yeah. They get those big, thick, bold, or is that what you're picturing for him?
The stripes, like the bold.
Yeah, with the
stripes.
collar,
Yeah,
the
right?
classic
I don't know
like
if that'll
polo.
be
I mean, I think a collar
pants
is
are-
better for the office than a hoodie,
I
but
will say this.
personally,
I when I put on this outfit this morning, it had a jean jacket on. But I took it off because it was 65 degrees.
Yeah.
Okay.
right.
So planning is not
I
our
feel like the
forte.
jean jacket could dress it up a little
Yeah,
bit, right?
a little bit more of a dress up.
Yeah.
Rather than just a sweatshirt, but it's too hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe you should lose the sweatshirt for the jean jacket.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But then the outfit would have been really bad.
Really?
Well, let's
do
see
you
what
got
you
on
So do you
there?
have an offensive saying on your t-shirt? Is that what you're
Yeah,
trying to
imagine.
tell us?
Is that what you're trying to
I
hide?
don't want to get
Yeah. It
canceled.
says God hates .com.
This t-shirt. It's just the Westboro
That's
Baptist
yeah.
Church.
Yeah.
It's a very simple.
Okay.
Shootout.
Yeah.
For soldiers.
Yeah. So
Shoot
if you
out
hate
for
the troops, you'll hate the shirt.
You should do the same thing maybe to his shirt that we did to Caroline's. We just
Yeah, I would do a more fitted shirt and then maybe a denim jacket, like shit, or maybe a button up, like a shacket, which is like a flannel or something like that with a solid shirt. But I'm surprised your pants aren't baggy. A lot of the boys have baggy, saggy pants. You can't see their figure.
Right. And
That's
I'm
the only
not
reason I got a
big
job.
on
Or they're
these
bulge.
ankle- These things gathered at the ankles.
Oh, big into joggers.
You like joggers. huh?
Guys do the socks over the bottom of the jogger now. Have you seen
Is
that?
that- No.
Yeah.
How horrendous.
She goes, not where I live, dear.
No, right.
Not where I live.
Yeah, they're wearing Salvatore Ferragamo loafers.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Madison Avenue.
And loafers is a good idea, but
Yeah.
I know everybody loves sneakers, and sneakers are very fashionable. But I feel like, actually, I don't mind these pants. I mean, I just feel like a jean jacket would really
Yes, pop the look
Lulu's
off.
pop it up a little
Yeah.
bit, and maybe not a t-shirt with shout out for soldiers. I don't know. We do love soldiers.
Even though we love the troops.
We do. Let's be clear.
do
We love the
troops.
soldiers, but
Be clear about that. We do love them.
Well, that's
But
lovely.
overall, you're very handsome.
Thank you. I appreciate that. My mom will like that clip.
Yeah, she's a cougar. Be careful. She'll pounce.
she will pounce over the table to you.
The young dukes.
Oh, if Sonia was here, she'd be all over that already.
Oh yeah. Well, thank you guys for coming in
Thank
so
you.
much. We appreciate
Thank
it.
you, ladies.
Elevate the style, and we'll
Yes.
report
Stop
back
your pussy
next
up,
time Caroline
Caroline.
comes in. That was a fun segment. Now we are getting told to wrap with you.
Okay.
Because I guess we have other things. You have other things going on, but we do want to run through a really quick segment because you're such a New Yorker. This was Joey's idea. It's a great idea. We want to learn how to
about it.
live like Luann.
Luann.
So I guess we'll go through a couple rapid fire things. You give suggestions in the city.
We're both
Okay.
classy ladies. We both live on the Upper East Side. We're very similar. I get mistaken for you a lot.
I'm sure you do.
So
Yeah,
let's,
so if someone's coming to New York City to visit, like if you're going to live chic and stylish and classy like Luann, where would you, let's say, favorite couple restaurants in New York, where you're going to go to have one of the best meals and feel like a true goddess?
Well, I like really good Mediterranean food. I mean, I've kind of lived all over. So, I know good Italian food.
Yeah.
And Bella Blue is one of my favorite places in New York. They make a
Delicious.
great lobster pasta
They
we were
do.
talking about, or ravioli. And then for Greek, I love Avra.
Avra's iconic.
You get the best fish and the best, tomato and
Yeah.
salads and
Very
delicious,
fresh.
very fresh. And let's
What about
see.
girls? What about girls' night
Oh,
out?
what about Le Bernardin?
Oh, Le Bernardin.
Ooh, yeah.
What about Le Bernardin? My
Yes.
friend Eric Repair runs that place.
I've only been there for brunch once.
It's very
when I go back
nice.
for dinner. Yeah, it's a classic.
Very,
What,
very
what
good.
about like a good turn up spot?
Yeah.
Like a good spot. You want to go out. You
Go
want
out
to
with
have
the
a good
girls.
time. You want to
looking
dance.
for men, looking for
you
hot
wanna-
guys. Where would
Casa
you go?
Cipriani.
Casa Cipriani. Is that the one downtown?
That's the one downtown
Yeah.
on the seaport.
Okay.
That's
about-
hot. Bill Bouquet is always a lot of fun.
Oh yes.
They
yes.
dance on the tables by lunchtime.
Oh yeah.
You were just there, weren't you?
The seaport.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think
At
so.
Casa
Yeah.
Cipriani?
He was working as a lone shoreman.
I was a
Believe-
longshoreman.
He was shoveling the fish.
What?
I'm kidding.
You know
No,
that they
we're
have a
just
fish
kidding.
market. They redid the fish market down there, the Tin Building.
Oh,
And it's become a Jean Georges kind of
Oh.
like Italy, but French.
How fun.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I
And
love
the food
that.
is amazing. Yeah.
Well, now you know where to go. What about what's a classy hotel? If you have friends coming from out of town, you want to treat them really, really nice. What hotel would you send them to? The Mark?
The
is that
Mark,
overrated?
I think it's overrated. It's far up on the east side. You
Yeah.
know, the Carlisle is always beautiful.
Yes, that's pretty.
If you're going to stay up that way, the Carlisle is beautiful.
Yes. Who's
Casa
live there?
Cipriani, I have a lot of friends staying there now.
Oh.
You can go and stay
That's
at the
double
hotel.
feature for Casa Cipriani.
Yeah, you can go and stay at the hotel, and then they have, a room where they do music, so you can see like a cabaret show,
I love that.
or a jazz show, I should say. And what other hotels? What's the one on Park Avenue and like 50?
Ooh.
The Park Plaza.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty.
Classic.
Classic.
Yeah.
And they do a beautiful Christmas lobby.
They do.
In the Christmas
Gorgeous.
time. It's stunning. Stunning.
Stunning.
Turning.
Wait, have you ever had a run-in with Anna Delvey?
I have not.
Okay. I thought that she's on the loose again. So
I
if you see,
heard.
What if she starts barking up your tree, like sliding in the DMs? So she's not allowed on social. Would you trust her?
She's not allowed on social?
No, that's one of her stipulations.
I think once a spy, always a spy.
Yeah.
Well, she's not really
And she
a
has
spy,
she has a fourth floor walk up. She did a New York
That's
Times
tough.
photo shoot through her fire escape though.
I saw that. That was
she's
so
through her window
funny.
like a crafty queen.
Oh my
She
God.
she's not allowed to, or she has the
She's
ankle.
cunning, that girl, isn't she?
She has her ankle monitor, so she can only go see her.
She's goals,
Yeah.
if you will.
Well, I'm sure she's going to sell that book for
Yes.
a lot of money.
Yeah.
Well,
Smart cookie.
Luann, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you, guys.
We really
It's been
appreciate
so much fun.
Check out Countess Cabaret dates in Chicago, Atlanta, Tampa, LA, and here in New York. Follow
Paramount.
Luann on social, and hopefully we can do this again.
And they can get tickets at CountessLuann.com.
CountessLuann.com. We want you to come back. We got to do this again.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun.
All right. Thank you, Luann. We'll
Next
see you
time we play Twister.
Yes.
Definitely.
That's where I
Thank
twist
you.
my hip.